What an absolutely fantastic result that was last night. Nikhil, the first super over of IPL 6 and couldn't have come at a better time. People saying not too many sixes being hit this season in the league, but you're still getting those last ball finishes in the super over.
Well, that just set the tournament alive. You know, the buzz came back into the tournament. It really set it up nicely. But I was pretty surprised that it went to the super over. Otherwise, I just felt that their game would have been over. But I guess you got to blame the Hyderabad side for allowing the RCB side to getting back into the game. But I guess thanks to some brilliant bowling towards the end by Murali Karthik.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, let's just talk a little bit about Cameron White, because during the encounter, he didn't really do much. And he came out and said so as such in the post-match interview that he said, look, I didn't do anything. There was a lot of weight on my shoulders and it was good to deliver.
Well, when you're one of the star players and the match winner tagged in your side, you need to go out there and deliver the goods. I guess with that one innings, over those 6 deliveries that he faced in those, super over, getting those 20, getting those big 6.
But you got to have ice almost running in your veins. 6 balls and you scored 20 in a crunch situation like that.
Well, thanks to some of those deliveries, actually, they were in his zone, they were in his arc that he could go out there and free his arms. But that just got the confidence back in Cameron White's veins that he can go out there and win games. And I won't be too surprised that he'll be allowed to go out there and bat for a longer period of time for the Hyderabad side.
Very interesting. You talk about some of the balls being in his zone, because now we've got Shivani Gupta who's standing by. And Shivani, I believe you're going to be telling us all about that various pitch map and the wagon wheel as far as last night's Super 6 and that super over was concerned.
Absolutely, that made all the difference, Gaurav, isn't it? A lot of the story there in those super overs. Let's start with Cameron White's batting in that super over. He got bulk of the strike. A few runs over the mid-wicket, but the larger part of the damage was done behind the bowler. A 6 each over long off and long on, and that made all the difference. 20 runs in that super over, 17 of them were gotten by Cameron White. But the other man who partnered White in getting that win for the Sunrisers, Dale Steyn, you can't get better than this man at this thing, bowling in the super over. A couple of full deliveries, a shorter one, he mixes one with that, then another full delivery. Not many runs given in the first 4 balls. The 5th one, though, made a lot of difference. Perhaps Sunrisers were in a spot of bother then, because that was hit for a 6, a little short of length. And, well, Gale is the best at what he does too. So he sent that into the crowds. But Steyn came back very, very well. A little off stump, on the off stump, the last ball, Gale tried to get under that. But remember, Steyn was bowling at extremely high speed. So it's not that easy. And this is why this man was tossed over the ball. So in the end, Steyn and White both doing the job for the Sunrisers, Gaurav.
All right. Thanks a lot for that, Shivani. Of course, fantastic figures those. And let's get reaction from Nikhil on that. You know, normally 20 runs in an over is not, you don't get to see that very often. But Dale Steyn going for 15 is something you don't get to see very often. But he was still on the winning side.
Well, true. I don't think the qualities of Dale Steyn, that he would have gone for 20 odd runs. When you're firing in those Yorkers, even if you get one wrong, Gaurav, then that means that delivery would be a half volley and you'd get banged for a couple of 6s. And that's exactly happened with Chris Gale as well. Yep. You err in line, but you're trying to bowl the 6 Yorkers, you'll be paying for it. But it was good to see the Hyderabad side going out there and winning the second game for them.